In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to center your web page in the center of a web browser. So right now I have this web page of mine which doesn't have anything besides just three boxes: a top box, a container, and a footer. And no matter what I do resize the window of a browser, my web page is always at the left-hand side of the browser window. Make this huge blank area in the browser window doesn't look very professional. So we want to actually look it in the center. No matter how I resize my browser, and my web page will always be at the center of our web browser window. So let's take a look at my web page here. And I have an index.html file. I have a style sheet, and both of those files located in this place I created. You should also have one: your home drive, computing folder, your 7, and the current turns project. And inside it I have images which will be used to hold all the images you will be using for your project, and an index page and the style sheet. Okay, so my index page looks very simple right now. It has a link to my external style sheet, which is here. If you don't know how to do that, then you should follow the lesson 1's tutorial on how to separate your web page from the style sheet, then link them together. This is basically the way I link my this style sheet to this web page. Okay, so in the body section of my web page, I have 3 divs: top box, container, and the footer. So how am I going to do that? How I make all my top box, container, and footer be at the center of the web browser, no matter how my web browser window is being resized? Oh well, if we can add another div, and then using that div to contain all those 3 boxes I have, and tell this new div how to behave in the browser, then everything else inside this new div should also behave the same way. So let's create this new div. So I'm going to go over here. I'm call this div wrapper, because it's going to wrap my top box, my container, and my footer inside it. Okay, and that's its sole purpose. Its sole purpose is to contain those 3 boxes I currently have, and I'm going to have exactly the same width as my 3 boxes, because the only purpose is really just to contain those 3, as long as big enough, and that's good for me. Now the next style information is really important. This is the one that actually tells web browser, and such as Firefox, Chrome, and Safari, except Internet Explorer may not work for this, but the rest of it should be okay. So margin, if I call this margin auto, and everything will work as intended. Well, if you don't know what a margin does, well, the margin is just basically an area around or outside an element, in this case outside the wrapper. So I don't have specific numbers for, say, for example, margin top, margin left, margin right, all that. I just tell the browser automatically place the margin outside my wrapper. By doing so, my wrapper will be at the center of my browser window. So make sure you save this. Since this is wrapper information is only in the style sheet, I want to go over here and make sure add it to my browser body, not browser body, web page body. So I'm going to say div ID. Now I'm going to start on top of my top box, because I want to wrap all those inside of my wrapper, then end obviously at the footer ended. And If you don't know how to format your web page so your web page file will be easy to read, just highlight everything there, then go to Edit, 9, re-indent. Now your web page file will be much easier to read. So it'll give you nice structure. And so that's body. Inside it, we have a div, that's wrapper. Inside of the wrapper, we have top box, container, footer, and then the wrapper ends. Okay, so we can save that. Save. I'm going to come over here. Let's do a refresh. So we should see after my web page has been loaded, it's really slow. It's in the center. Voila, just like that. If you're going to resize my browser window, my web page will be always in the center. It looks much, much, much nicer now. So I'm going to leave this window here so that you know how to follow the instruction. And hopefully you have learned something, and this will help you to work on your independent project.